Hi guys, back again with another video, and I'm going to show you a couple things I've done, a few things I've done in my journals. I'm going to start with the visual journal, and this page I was playing with my Stellar watercolor crayons, and I wanted to see how they would react with baby wipes, because when I previously used them, and I used like the regular, brush to smear the brush on. I didn't like it because you could still see the marks from the crayon. It didn't blend. So I was playing with a few of the colors, and I took the baby wipe and wiped it, and it blended really nice. And then I was playing with the green. I did some strokes, and then the black with that. You can somewhat still see the marks from the lines from the black crayon. Other than that, it's really good. And then I signed up on willowing.ning.com, and I signed up for her free online class, Art for the Heart, and the first lesson was to do a self-portrait. Now, I did the background, this background first, I think, and then I just did gesso, watercolors from Artist Loft, and some white paint, some more watercolor, some stamps. Let's see, I used the clock stamp from Rubber Baby, and I used a heart stamp, and I stamped it in Cobalt Archival. You can't really tell in the lighting. And then I did another layer of white, and then some more watercolor. And I let that go, and then when I went to do the next lesson for the portrait, I did it on this side. And then I realized it was the wrong page it was on. So, this was my first face. I'm not really crazy about it. I used my Crayola color pencils, and I used the salmon pencil as the base of the face, and then I shaded in pink, and I think I used the graphic FX pencil, so it looks a little darker. And then the hair I did in magenta, and then I did the backgrounds in purple. So that's my first face. Well, not my first face, because I did other faces, but this is my first one for class. And this is the one that I did for this page. I like it, but I'm not thrilled with the lips. Again, I used Crayola color pencils, and I did a lighter color for the base of her face. I think it was pink, and I used peach for shading and stuff. The lighting is terrible. I don't remember. I don't think I took pictures when I live yet. But I still gotta write my statement. And then I went back because this page was empty, and I just went back and drew a practice drawing. I'm not crazy about it. These are like craft paints that I painted, and the eyelids are with a pen. I think one. It's Fantasia. So that's that, and then just playing around today. And I wanted to play with gel medium transfers. So the background, I did like 2 different kinds of green paint. I did a citron and a little bit darker green. And then I did this the gel medium transfer is a picture of a New York, I think a Brooklyn bridge that I got from a magazine. And I don't think I waited long enough for it to adhere, because when I went to wet it and take the take the paper backing off, it didn't get the whole image. So I got like, you can somewhat see it because most of it's covered, but it gave like a cool look, but most of the image wasn't there. So I had, of course, there was a flop opportunity. You know what I'm saying. So I had to try to fix it. So I glued on some of this Tim Holtz retro grunge paper that I had left over from a project. And then he's from a book that I had of 50s ads. I showed the book before. And then I was stuck. So then I was looking through my brochures and stuff that I got from downtown. And I remember having one. Well, actually, I remember having a brochure from when I was downtown of this one. It was like farmers market it listed all the farmers market in the city. So I went looking for that, and I found it, and I cut up all the fruits and vegetables. And I pasted them on, or glued them on. And then I took my alphabet letters, and they're from KI Memories. And I got them at Joann's a few years ago. They were on clearance. And I first was going to write, eat your fruits, eat your veggies, but then I like tomatoes are fruit, and I think these are grapes, and that's a fruit, so I did eat your veggies, eat your fruits and veggies. And I stamped them on craft cardstock from Recollections, and this was left over from a previous project that I'll show in the next video, because I know I won't have time in this one. And this one was I wanted to do a gel transfer, try it again, and this time I succeeded a little bit more. The background it already had orange and yellow on it, so I just did covering more of the page with the orange and the yellow craft paint. And then I did the gel transfer. And then I used the Crafter's Workshop circles and did stenciled them in with it as the same, oh god, I can't talk. Stenciled them in the same color as the background. And that's all I did with that so far. And then in this one, I did some pages. Probably have to do another, and then let me do another video on this. I know I won't have time, so I'll be back.